Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 34 of the Pokemon Cup Series. Today we're here at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park for the running of the Pokemon the Movie Everyone's Story 400. World Tour 34 continues up north here in Canada on this 2.45 mile road course. 10 turns long, and there's the entire road course layout that these guys will be facing here today. Last weekend was a thriller in Mexico's Ovalo Juarez, and it was won by Riley Spurley-2 on a last lap pass over Kevin National. And Brandon Tharp made a triumphant comeback from spinning out to bring the caution to finishing in second somehow. And Kevin National, he was leading on the last lap when he got past. He had to settle for third place. But now we'll see a totally different race than Mexico here up north in Canada. We had an exciting truck race earlier today that was won by Kent McGrant. Now let's see who's going to join him in victory lane up north. On the pole today we have the one car of Cullen Francis, and on the outside is the 00 of Christian Vargas. Road 2 has Evan Hunter in the 37. Haven't seen him up in the front of in a while. But he's looking for that fourth win of the season, fifth if you count his All-Star race win from earlier. And Zachary Fitzwater, the fellow Australian-born driver, in row 2. So we got some international representation going on here in the top 10. Michael Cano and Brianna Russell start row 3. Kevin National, we talked about him earlier, starts in row 4 with Igor Barreto. And rounding out your top 10 are Grant McKee and Roger Ray. And let's look where our winner from Mexico starts. That's Riley Spurley-2, and he's going to start in 17th position. And a couple Canadians in this field, notably Daniel Bouchard is also in this field. The Gaunt brothers are going to try to get a great finish out of their home track and out of Bouchard's home track as well. He starts way back in 37th, but we'll see if he can turn lemons into lemonade here today. So now let's go trackside and join the command.
Drivers, start your engines.
So here we go. It's going to be a 20-lap race around Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. This has always been a very fun race to do here in Canada, and now we're going to see another action-packed one here today. And there's Cullen Francis leading the field to the green. He probably knows a thing or two about running here because he's a longtime veteran and a truck driver who ran in Canadian Tire when the trucks went there. But we're going to go green here in the Everyone's Story 400 at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. $1,100 didn't waste no time at getting that second spot from Christian Vargas. Wade Vargas is going to try to fight back. They're almost making contact. Zach Fitzwater in the 4th position now as Cullen Francis is going to pull ahead already. We've seen some twists and turns here from Canadian Tire, so this is just the beginning. This is probably just the start of all this bumping and banging. There he goes. He finally gets by the 00. So Evan Hunter is now closing in on Cullen Francis. And man, Evan Hunter has just been real dominant here this season. He's been the driver to beat. Trying to add a 4th win to his name. Maybe, well, it would be 5th if you count the All-Star race, as he won that race earlier. But man, he's going to really be a competitor to watch out for. Here's Brianna Russell going to 3rd place now. And there's a crash in the back, and there's a caution. They wasted no time pulling a yellow out. I don't know who spun. I think it was Donovan Duthit. But they're going to race it back anyway because they took the line on lap 1 and then the yellow came out. So they're going to have to race it back all around and then they'll take the caution. Maybe this might be a chance for Evan Hunter to try to close in on the 1. Here he comes. Ooh, Francis is in the grass. Trying to get that draft uphill. Maybe try something here before we get to the caution. And I think Francis might have just blocked his way. Yep, I think he might have just blocked his way. And Francis was able to hold on over Hunter. I think Hunter's going to have to wait until the next lap to make a pass on him. So let's see why the yellow flag came out. I believe it was for Donovan Duthit. I'm not 100% sure though. I think it was another pileup that happened right in front of him. I don't know who spun. Whoa. It wasn't Duthit. So who was it? Oh wow, there it is. Igor Barreto, he got too high and then the 14 hits him and he gets stuck in the wall. He gets warped. You know, wrecks don't happen like that in real life, but man, he got warped. There you see, here's another view as he gets contact with Ray, and then he gets, Rich Roy. Rich Roy was the one that spun. And Barreto just got stuck up there. He just got warped in the wall. Yikes. So a strange crash brought out the first caution. Canadian Tire. Huh. Okay. We've seen crashes like these before. Barreto's out of the race, so Barreto's done. So we're going to get back to the race on lap 5. We saw Evan Hunter close in on the 1 pretty significantly. So, let's see if he can pick up where he left off. Here we go. Back to the green at Canadian Tire. Cullen Francis in front. Let's hope these guys don't start off bizarrely. And they're going to be good. But man, these guys are going right at it to pass. I mean, these guys were on the trigger. All trying to find a lane to make a run for it. Trying to get everything they can. I know Zach Fitzwater was looking low. He was trying to pass. Gonna go downhill into Mario Andretti straightaway. And into the kink now. Oh, Evan Hunter gets too loose and he loses the car. He nearly spun out. He saves it, but he loses a lot of seconds and positions. So does Brianna Russell. Russell got also caught up with the kink. And she loses ground too. Oh, must have sucked for Evan Hunter. Being so close to passing the 1, only to see it slip away. Now he's going to have to try to battle and try to shake off Roger Ray. And is in the grass. But is able to continue the race. Riley Spurley too with major damage. That didn't bring out a yellow. And these three got into a scuffle on their own. John Andrews, Giovanni Castillo, and Rich Roy again. And Jonathan Fast goes to pit. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Jonathan Fast there. And there's a problem with Rich Roy. What is he doing? Why was he slow? I don't know what was going on with Rich Roy. And what is going on with Jonathan Fast? He's on pit road. And he has a problem. Wow. That is just bizarre. That must have sucked. Sucked to be Evan Hunter trying to get that pass and then getting hit in the kink. I didn't even know that was back. But I guess he was unlucky, hit something, and he just Just didn't get it. His luck just ran out. And another caution just came out. I believe it was for Dexter Black. I believe Dexter Black got into a mix-up. Oh yeah, there was a crash. Uphill. A crash happened uphill. Sebastian Kukulon and Grayson Acevedo were involved. So what happened here was that it was a mix-up here. Butcher and Kukulon, and now they spun. There's the crash. There's the crash. Kukulon, contact, and everybody just spun. It was a mess. That's what brought the caution out. And Francis is going to have to face another restart now behind him. Alright, so this race has gone intense. Peter Onjak and Jonathan Fast are unfortunately out of the race. But now we'll see who's going to get there here at Canadian Tire. Who's going to be able to battle against Cullen Francis. The one car has been dominant all day. We'll see if he can win it again. His teammate from Chip Ganassi, Sebastian Cook. We'll see if Francis will join him in the playoffs. Green flag is back in the air. Christian Vargas, who won 4 races a couple seasons ago, is trying to get his first win of the season. But Francis, a much-needed good start there. Oh, look at Kevin Ashnell right behind the 00. Trying to redeem himself after nearly winning the race in Mexico last weekend. Here's the kink again. And these guys were able to make it through. Look at Graham McKee. Here he comes. It was going to look low. It looked like Graham McKee was going to pass there. Vargas might try to put a block. And he will. So Vargas able to put a smart block on the 11. Oh man, the 11 car is just trying to loosen him up. Still trying to loosen him up. My goodness. Close calls everywhere. Still side by side. The back, there's a pile up. A crash happened, and this time Donovan Duthit spins. Duthit spins this time, and they'll race it back again. Christian Vargas trying to hang on over Graham McKee in the second spot with almost 10 laps to go. And fourth is Kevin Ashnell. Into the kink. Oh no, whoa, the 11 car loose. The 11 car was loose. The 11 car just lost it in that kink. Kevin Ashnell in the 3rd place. So Kevin Ashnell moves one step closer. Back to where he was. He finished in Mexico in 3rd, but we'll see if he can pull off possibly the win. I'll have to race it back though, and we'll see how it goes with 10 laps remaining. And there was another crash that happened. A huge one happened in the back. Pichu was real slow. Wonder why. I wonder what happened to Pichu there. I think he might have got a piece of the Duthit crash, and there it is. There's the crash there as Cody Smart, Zach Fitzwater, and Donovan Duthit were going 3 wide, made contact, and that's where the wreck happened. Spun, Pichu spun, everybody just spun, and Pichu just gave it all he got. And wasn't able to make it to pit road. And that's the pileup. That's what caused all of this to happen. Cullen Francis, though, will retain the race lead with less than 10 to go. let's see how things are gonna like change with the next couple laps. Everyone's been trying to catch the 1. We'll see if someone will be finally able to here on the restart. 8 laps to go and the green flag is back in the air. Handful of cars are out. Kevin Hunter trying to move up to 4th, and he does for now. Anto trying to get that 4th spot back. Evan Hunter has been trying to work his way back up. The 1 car is hoping that the kink. Now down to the bottom lane, and here we go into the kink. We'll see who's going to get it, who's not. And looks like everybody's safe. It looks like the high cars are right now in the safe zone. Evan Hunter is going to try to go for 3rd place. He has a run. National trying to squeeze him out. Sorry, I don't know why he does that. Evan Hunter in 3rd place now. So Evan Hunter has worked his way back into the spotlight. Oh no, Diego Yepes went up in the grass, but for now, they save it. No effect yet. 7 laps left. Kukulon on pit road, unfortunately, but his teammate's doing pretty fine. Right now, leading this race. Christian Vargas and Evan Hunter all trying to do anything they can to catch that 1. That 1 has been so dominant. Oh wow, that 1 got loose. That 1 got a little loose there. He nearly spun that in the kink. You saw that he nearly spun in that kink, and that allowed Vargas a little bit more room to close in on the 1 car. Still 7 to go here, coming to 6 laps to go. Vargas just got to hope that the 1 car gets loose again, and he doesn't get loose himself too. There's still a lot of corners to deal with here at Canadian Tire. And here comes Roger Ray and Gatlin Downey battling for position, but it doesn't look like it's going to affect the other cars there. Kukulon's a lap down now, so I wonder if they're going to catch to him. I don't know if they're going to catch up to him in this road course. It's a long one. We'll see. Anything can happen. And here we go. Into the kink again. The 1 car this time got through perfectly. And he got through it better than the 00 did. So, right now in good shape. Gotta hope that overtime doesn't happen here. But it could still happen though. At this point of the race, if there's a caution. And Grant McKee just went by Kevin National. That is for the 4th spot. Here we go with 5 more laps here at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. There's the yellow! With 5 to go, he took the yellow. And I think we're going to have a 2-lap dash. We're going to have a 2-lap dash. Oh boy. Caution just came out before he took the start-finish line. 5 laps to go. This means we're going to have a 2-lap showdown to decide who wins. Alright. It's going to come down to who... It's going to come down to a 2-lap dash to the finish. And the yellow came out for Ying Canario and Cody Smart. And there you see Ying Canario and Smart were both battling for a position. That's for 8th place. And Canario makes contact and he hits the tire barriers. Dang, he had a top 10 going and then that happened. Wow. Had a top 10 car going on until that crash happened. But, well, sometimes Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. So we're going to get back to green. It's going to be a 2-lap showdown. I wonder if Cullen Francis is going to hang on for that. Oh, I'm sorry. It's going to be a 3-lap showdown. Never mind. I thought it was going to be a 2-lap showdown. It's a 3-lap showdown. We could still get overtime if there's a caution before the white flag comes out. And here we go to the green here at Canadian Tire. Evan Hunter just took second from Vargas. So Evan Hunter is really hungry for that win now. He's back in contention to win this thing, but he's got to get by Cullen. It's been all about Cullen Francis today, but it could still happen. But there still could be possibly overtime. I think Evan Hunter wants to see overtime. Here we go. Gonna get right onto it. Gonna get down to the bumper of the 1 car. Is he gonna make the pass? It doesn't look like he's gonna have enough draft. I think the 1 is gonna block him. I think the 1's gonna block that 37. You never know though. Let's see if the 1 is gonna outbrake him right here. Into the zone with 2 to go. Cullen Francis somehow hangs on for now. Oh no, the 9 car's real slow. 9 car's very slow, but he gets into pit road somehow through the I don't know how he did that. That was so weird and freaky, but if he slowed in front of the track and stalled, the yellow would have had to come out. But now he's going to have to take the long way out. So France is able to pull ahead of Hunter slightly. The kink might decide this. And here we go. Bumper. Will he make that move this time around? It doesn't look like he's going to do it again. My goodness, he's been so... Now, Cullen Francis, what a block for him in that 1 car. He's been trying everything he can to block him. It might come down the final laps, folks. White flag going to come in the air with 1 to go at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. It's going to be an all 1-lap dash to the finish. I mean, Evan Hunter's been trying so hard to get by the 1 car. The 1 has been so much better on the first couple corners. But Evan Hunter's been trying his best to outbrake him. Can Cullen Francis be able to pull off the win here over the favorited Evan Hunter? Or will Evan Hunter score his 4th win here? Into the kink one more time. This has been Hunter's best run. Little loose. Might be on the bumper again, but it was not going to be able to get close again. Cullen Francis somehow hangs on for now. Is Hunter going to try something? I don't think he will. Down the final corners. Final chance for Hunter. Can he get there? It doesn't look like he will. Cullen Francis, final corner, and he's going to take the checkered flag in the Everyone's Story 400 at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. Cullen Francis hangs on for the win over Evan Hunter at the end. And Francis is back in the victory. Incredible run for that 1 car. Dominated this race from start to finish. It looked like he was going to get a scare from Hunter. But Francis escapes and wins. And 22 races are in the books now. So that's it from Canada as Cullen Francis wins in a crazy race up north. So Francis wins it in the 1 car, and our next weekend will be in Brazil. The Pokemon Quest 375, I believe it's called. That's our next race at Brazil. It's gonna be at the Adromo Nestor Nunez. That is going to be a fun track to do. It's a new track that was recently built in Brazil, so we're gonna have some fun in that country in South America, and we'll see how it goes down for these cars. So anyway, thanks for watching this race. Oh, and one more thing to mention. I believe next weekend the X and Truck Series will have a double header in Nazareth. Yeah, Nazareth Speedway. They will run a double header weekend. The X and Trucks will be Nazareth. And then after that, the X Series goes to Memphis and the Truck Series goes to Rockingham. Then back to a double header weekend at Gateway. And that'll be alongside the World Tour. And the Cup Series after this, Brazil, and they'll go to Bikernecki and Rockingham, UK, and then of course the regular season finale at Twin Ring Montegi. Last chance for anyone to get playoff spots here today. So now we have 17 different winners this season in the Cup Series, more than one of the minimum 16. So that's great that there will be more than 16 drivers competing for the playoffs this season. We might even reach half by the end of the season. Half the field could be playoff drivers by season's end. So we'll see. I believe there's still 4 races left before the playoffs. So we could still have 4 more drivers lock their spots into the playoffs. That could be 21, and that will be one more than half. That's sure going to be fun. So anyway, you don't want to miss the last races before the playoffs, and we'll see you all next time at Brazil.